Hey y'all, okay, so I wasn't doing a tutorial on this, so I already kind of went right into it, and then I'm like, hey, I might as well do a video. So I am turning this pumpkin into a cheeseburger. What you will need is a pumpkin. You can go to your local supermarket, farmer's market, or Walmart to get a pumpkin. I already purchased mine, so I went to Walmart. And what I did was I had got my fiance to split the pumpkin in half to form two sides like this. So you would just split your pumpkin in half and cut this top out. And I already cut the top out. So once your pumpkin is open, like mine's is, you want to go ahead and clean it out. Do not throw these seeds away because you will need these seeds if you plan on doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and clean it out, wash my seeds off, and come right back to you with what's next. So I'm going to rinse out my seeds. Put them in a drainer. You want to get all that stuff off of them. Okay. Then put them onto a pan. Oh, they popping. And put them in the oven just so they can get a little darker. But you can eat them if you want, but I might. Okay, so the pumpkin is all cleaned out. The seeds are still in the oven. What you want to do is stuff the bottom of the burger, the bun, okay? So stuff the bottom of the pumpkin with paper. This is going to be the top. That determines the top, the thing you cut out. So I have already started, and you just take regular paper and stuff it. Then what you do is I went to my local Hobby Lobby and I got something that looks like a burger, cheese, ketchup. That's what I mean, like a burger, cheese, and ketchup. This is the colors that you want to get. Okay, so this will be my burger. And because this is wet, if you try to glue it, it won't stick. So I'm going to attempt to use these. This one, let me use this one. Oh, use this one first? Okay, well, I'm going to use this. And I got this from Walmart. I bought a whole pack of it. They just fleece. So let's see if this works. And y'all, I never did this before. I'm just experimenting. So if it come out up. Hold on. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Alright, that works. So you want to do that for all four sizes. So one here, one here, one here, one here. If you want to add extra support, you can put them all the way around. That's totally up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and come right back. After you go ahead and finish adding all of those in, I actually added more than 4 because I wanted it to be a little supportive. You want to trim. So I know it looks like this, but you want to make sure this covers this. So just take your scissors and trim it. As close to the edge as possible. I'm gonna have to fast forward that up. Sorry about that. That's you, babe? Wait, you can talk on that fast forward. Okay, after you do that, you want to glue this paper on top of here. I went to Hobby Lobby and got something as close to a burger. So I got something that looks like a burger, and I'm going to glue that right on top. And the same thing I did for as glue and trim, I'm going to do that with this. So hot glue gun this onto here. Try to get it as flat as possible. Should I have a razor? Cut out with it easy.
Go on, lock the door.
All right, lock the door and y'all stop talking, please. All right, be quiet, be quiet. Okay, so you should have your burger onto the bun. Now, you need paint. You don't have to go to Hobby Lobby where I went. Walmart does sell paint for 50 cents. Because I was there, I did get this paint, acrylic paint. And what you want to do is paint the trim of it, like an inch. I'm going to show you. Okay. Using a paintbrush. Okay. You want to do that all the way around. Try to make it as brown as possible. Or if you want with a darker burger, make it as black as possible. I've been painting my burger. I only did one layer. I will do another layer once it gets darkened. So you want to just do the same as I did. Our burger is now complete. Nobody just want a burger in a bun. So we're going to add some cheese. And I actually have two different color yellows. I don't know why, but I'm going to use both of them. And you kind of just want to eye it out. You don't want the cheese to be that big, so you can trim it down however you want. So I'm going to add the cheese. I'm just going to hot glue gun the cheese on here after I get the measurements that I want. Then with the fleece, you want to cut out, you need green. And you will need red. Green will be the pickles. And red will be the tomatoes. You just want to make little circles. So I'm going to go ahead and do both of those and come right back. Okay, so I measure out my cheese. And you do want to make one bigger than the other. I can't give you my measurements because I don't know how big or how small your pumpkin is. So make it to however you desire. So what I'm going to do is kind of angle this cheese and glue it down. Doesn't need much glue. Oh, okay. I'm going to angle this as well. Like that. The objective is to cover up the brown. Oh, my brown's still showing over here, but it's okay. Alright. After you do that, I had already went on and cut out my fleece. I made pickles and tomatoes. And I did folded it because I wanted it to look thick. But before I folded it, it will look like this. It's too thin. So you just put a little glue here and fold it to kind of make it thick. So I already did those. I'm just going to show you what it is that I did. Add some glue, not all the way around, and close it. Fold it. Like that. Now this, the whole thing is not going to show, so it doesn't matter about it not forming as a circle. Because it's only going to show on the outside, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and add my pickles. I'm going to add them just like that. You can go ahead and take your glue gun and glue them down. JV, you have to be quiet, okay? You still talking? Okay, so after you glue your pickles down, You want to take your paper. You can go to your dollar store and get gift tissue paper. You can go to Walmart, wherever. Almost every store sells it. You want to ball it up because this is now your letters. I already did one. Just going to show you what I did on camera. Take one and just ball it up. That's it. After you ball it up, you're going to glue it down over top of your cheese. And it does not have to be flat. What you do want to make sure is it covers this other end. Don't worry about it covering the front. Just make sure it covers this end. So if you have to pull a tissue ahead to cover it, then you can do that. Okay. See? That's what I mean. So go ahead and do that for the whole top. And I added my letters onto my burger. This is how we looking so far. I did use 2 different color greens because letters in real life is 2 different color greens. So now I want to add some tomatoes onto the burger. Now you will add your tomatoes directly above where you added the green. So it will look like that. So wherever the green, there should be red. Sitting directly over top of it. The same way you glued that down, you want to glue this. Be careful because the glue is hot. I just burnt myself. Alright. Hi, Karai.
Hi.
Say hi to you too.
Mommy.
Yes?
How are we going to protect the roof?
I'm going to show you when I'm done this, okay? Okay, so after you do that, this is your burger. You got the burger, cheese, pickles, lettuce, and tomatoes. Then you want to do your bun. Sit your burger aside because we're all done with that. And we're doing the bun. So remember the seeds that we had baked? You then want to glue them all over top of the bun. Just like that. So take some seeds. And you can put your seeds wherever you want. This part is kind of optional. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the whole entire top. Okay, y'all, I am all done. My cheeseburger. This is the outcome. I made a few fries out of the same paper I used cheese. And I just added some Q-tips, ketchup and mustard.